Could you really put a price tag on education? Looking beyond the $15,000 price tag that comes along with our current education here at UNL, you really can't put a price on it because you don't know how far that education is going to take you. What about an education that teaches you about arguably one of the most important industries known to humankind? I'm talking about ag education. I currently take ag education courses here at UNL through the College of Ag Sciences and Natural Resources. I have learned much, however, sometimes I wonder just how much better prepared I could have been had my high school offered an ag education program. The problem here is an ag community that lacks an ag education program. And how can an ag community grow stronger if it's not teaching its youth about the foundation of its own economy? Now there is a project in the works that could fix this problem, however, it is in need of funding. This project rather, proposes funding for resources for student use. And I'll begin by giving you some background information on what an ag education program is, the goals of this program, and how it intends to operate. Finally, the specifics on what is needed to be funded and just how much this program is asking to be funded with. So, according to the Future Farmers of America organization, an ag education program is a program full of set curriculums that are offered by a high school that allows students to take ag-specific classes every year along with their general education class. Now, all of these classes do comply with state and local standards. However, they allow students to expand their horizon through education, through extra education into the field of agriculture. The other great thing about these programs is it helps the students to better decide on what career they want to pursue and what major they want to take on before they have to go to college, rather than waiting until they're just about ready to start or waiting till their sophomore year of college to decide what they want to go into. And as stated before, the problem here is this is an ag community that lacks an ag education program. In many communities, ag communities are trying to grow stronger and trying to get kids to move back after they go to college to expand the community, which in turn makes it stronger. However, when a community doesn't have an ag education program, it's missing out on that opportunity. So next, I want to talk about the goals of this project. Now, uh, there are 5 goals to this project, and they are: 1, to educate the youth of the community about agriculture; 2, to inspire the youth to pursue careers in agriculture; 3, to expand their horizon with more education; 4, to build a stronger ag community, and 5, to get the youth more involved in school activities such as Future Farmers of America, which is a club that would be implemented as soon as the ag education program is launched. Now, how this program intends to operate is, off the bat, all high school students will be given the opportunity to take at least one ag-specific class every year. However, those students right off the bat would not get the most opportunity, or would not get the full benefits of this ag education program because, of course, they can't go back in time and take all those classes. So what would happen is the program would be introduced to junior high students, and whoever is interested will be given the opportunity to select from a set of curriculums, whichever sector of agriculture that interests them, and then through this curriculum they will be able to have all their classes set up and know which ones to take and when to take them. So it actually is pretty nice on the students. All they have to do is sign up, and then their schedule is made. There's flexibility within their general courses, however, there cannot be any flexibility in their ag courses because everyone starts out with introductory classes, just giving them a base, uh, giving them the base fundamentals of all of agriculture, and then as they become juniors and seniors, they would take more in-depth classes within whichever sector of agriculture they chose. Now, some examples of these curriculums would be agribusiness, which teaches them the business sector of agriculture, such as accounting and business administration. Another another example would be animal science, which would teach them about the basics of livestock management and veterinarian work. And a third example would be agricultural mechanics, which would teach them about how agriculture is mechanized today. So finally, the specifics of what needs to be funded. What this project is proposing is funding for 10 agribusiness textbooks at $129 each, 10 animal science textbooks at $91 each, and 10 agricultural mechanics books at $114 each, making for a grand total of $3,355. Now, this is a large dollar amount. However, uh, what the students would get out, the amount of knowledge they would get out from these textbooks would outweigh any price tag in my book. The reasoning behind the 10 students or the 10 textbooks per subject is because the project projects that the class sizes will be around 10 students per class, give or take a few more, few less, but either way, from the beginning, the students would be given the greatest opportunity to learn about agriculture at their highest level. So, uh, these textbooks would go a long way because they wouldn't just be starting it. In the future, more textbooks would be able to be purchased because through the FFA program, which would be started right after the Ag Education program is implemented, we'll be doing fundraisers throughout the year that would be able to fund for more textbooks, more videos, and also more field trips and other activities that these students could do to expand their experience in the Ag Education program. So in conclusion, the problem here is an ag community that lacks an ag education program, which would teach its students in the community about the foundation of its economy, which in turn would hopefully inspire these students to come back to the community after college, and then which would then strengthen the community itself, of course. Now there is a project in the works that could potentially fix this problem. However, this project is in need of funding for textbooks so that these students can get a solid start into the program. And what would be funded is what needs to be funded specifically is 10 textbooks for 3 different subjects so that these students can learn at the highest level and to the best of their abilities. So just imagine how much brighter of a future you'd be giving these kids by allowing them to explore the great field of agriculture.